reaction that's just coming from Anthony Albanese, who's taken to social media and has spoken of Australia's relationship with India. He says, and I quote, Australia's relationship with India is stronger, deeper and more important than ever. He also says, but there is so much more to come. We're boosting Australia's economic ties with India to create jobs at home. And today we launched a new roadmap that's all about making the most of trade and investment opportunities ahead. So that's the brief comment that's coming from Anthony Albanese. It comes at a very interesting time, viewers, and of course he's remarking on the kind of relationship Australia shares with India, and in the realm of the several projects that are lined up ahead of the two nations, talking of the stronger, deeper and more important issues that need to be focused on, but also says that economic ties are the next big thing that the two nations will collaborate on. I want to go across to Akanksha Swaroop, who joins us with more details. Akanksha, how do we look at this reaction overall?
I think you've had it straight from the horse's mouth. The Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, in fact, going on record to, in fact, talk about how Australia is now going to be investing in the India-Australia trade ties, which will, in fact, strengthen only after he's declared that Australia is also going to invest $16 million in joint trade and investment fund with India. Needless to say, our trade ties have been the focal point for India as well. We've seen how India-Australia economic cooperation and trade agreement were quite the pinnacle back in December 2024 when we marked 2 years of this bilateral trade relationship. Bilateral merchandise trade has been doubling up for India and Australia. In fact, if you go by the figures, the total trade moderated in the last 1 year stands at 24 billion US dollars, with India's exports to Australia also growing by 14%. So I think the confirmation is very much coming in from the Prime Minister himself, Anthony Albanese, when he says that India is an essential partner as we diversify our trade links to boost prosperity for all Australians. This roadmap, he also believes, is critical to helping Australians fully realize their potential with India, which will be a boon to Australia's economy, businesses and jobs and prosperity. And remember, this is coming at a very crucial time between when we've seen how the US President Donald Trump has in fact kept various economies, be it India's, Canada's, Mexico's, all on toes, primarily even China, with the threat of reciprocal tariffs, which are going to now kick in. At such a critical time, India is also looking to diversify its trade partnerships, and Australia is, of course, going to play a very primary role. And not just that, we are strategic allies as well. Look at the kind of contribution that's coming in from both the countries, especially if you look at the kind of peace we maintain in Indo-Pacific, the kind of contribution that both the countries are making to Quad as well. And Anthony Albanese is somebody who's known for his rapport with the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi as well.
Oh yes, once again laying the roadmap that focuses on bolstering two-way investment, fostering closer collaboration with Indian-Australian communities and businesses. Thank you so much, Akanksha, for joining us with that quick update.